great run out for the lads. More minutes in the tank. How ready are you for getting ready on Saturday against Mickleover?
Yeah, we're ready. I was disappointed in the performance on Saturday, both in application and in terms of the pitch played a subject part to it, but we made it a lot closer than it should have been, and it's credit to them because they've done well with this big final for the game. But today it was on our pitch, lovely pitch. We played really well. I don't think they worked out to play against us in the first half. It played into our hands, and then second half is always the same. When you've made a raft of changes, you brought a lot of young players on. We brought a few young kids on there from 70. I think Joe's 18, Rafael Lucamoni's 18. George is 18, so we brought a few of the kids on, and it was always going to have that little sort of a little bit of a lull really. And I thought it was a good game. I thought it was as it was in pre-season, and they're a good team. And I think they will get promoted from their league, and they've got some very good players.
Yeah, I'd agree with that as well. Obviously, you brought back a couple of players as well from loan. Rain played. Daz was on for a little while. How do you think they did?
Rain took a few knocks. I think Scotty caught him a few times with a few choice tackles, but it's part and parcel of the game, and Rain's got to learn that. Scotty's a wild old fox, and he played well as well, but he's left a little bit on him. There's a few little cuts, and that's what brought him off. He's got to act a men's game of football, and I thought Daz has been brilliant. It's the Daz McKnight we've seen in pre-season. I think he's lost the weight we asked him of him doing it. We've always told him if he comes back into the condition he was in previously, then there'll be a route back into the football club, and he's done his part, and I've stuck to my part, so Daz will now be a part of our plans going forward.
I'm not sure how much you're going to look into this, but it's her first clean sheet for Cam tonight. Some great saves along the way. That must be great for his confidence. Yeah, as I said, it doesn't matter if he's training. It doesn't matter if he's he was adamant on Saturday. We were 2-0 up, and he wanted to stay on to get that clean sheet. It does make a difference, and for these people and these kids over the last 2 weeks, I've been a little bit frustrated and perturbed in terms of every training session matters, every game matters. I don't know if there was a little bit of frustration with the lads in terms of there was no end goal to it. But there is an end goal in every game. Everyone's watching, and you can play yourself in a team, you can play yourself out of a team, and ultimately now we've got the biggest goal, which is Saturday against Mickleover. So everything they've done today will lead us into Thursday, which leads us into Saturday's game against Mickleover. Will be a tough game, but if they play like that, I think we'll be more than comfortable. I'll just end on finally. Regardless of tomorrow's decision, it's great to have fans back in the grounds, isn't it? And hopefully that's going to be the same going forward.
It's without the fans, it is nothing, is it? In terms of atmosphere. Some players are motivated by fans, obviously revenue for the football clubs as well. It's been a little bit, it feels like we've been a little bit of the league that's been forgotten, if I'm being honest with you. I think everything's happening above us and nothing towards us in step 6. And ultimately, the hierarchy or the people who make the decisions need to understand that this level of football matters and the ones below, because they are the breeding for the higher leagues, and there are some very good players in it. There's people who rely on this money for bills and mortgages, and there's fans who rely on it for self-esteem and mental health, and obviously as a business we need to take revenue in to cover costs. So yeah, we're there now anyway, so that's my rant over about that. Hopefully we can increase it, but listen, we've just got to be governed by the guidelines, but at least they're now on our wavelength in terms of respecting our leagues.